Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Wait.
You got...
we do best 2 out of 3?
Yeah, dude. Best.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Where did I do that?
All
right, so we're even now.
Yeah, we're even. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, you got me.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Outerverse Podcast. I'm Corey.
And I am Kendall.
And thank you so much for joining us.
How you doing, guys?
We're doing good. Thank you for joining us. Kendall, how you doing today, man?
I am doing fabulous.
Sweet.
I just got finished with a 7 sneeze long sneezing fit.
You had to get it all out. Had to get it all out. So
exactly.
So yeah,
thank you. Cat allergies are real.
Thank you guys for joining us. This is episode 5, and Kendall, I don't know if you know this, but it has been almost a month.
Yes, it has.
A month since we have started this podcast. So.
It has indeed.
And it has been an awesome month.
It has. It has been great.
It has been great.
You know, I've had so much fun recording this stuff.
I have too.
It's been so much fun. And especially learning how to, learning about like the recording process of it,
right,
and editing and all that stuff. It's just been a blast.
It has. So. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. And because of you guys, thank you so much. I mean, your support has been awesome. So thank you. You know, this entire thing that we've been doing has been epic.
Yeah,
so
it's been awesome.
So it's been awesome.
Thank you to Corey's Glasses too.
Yes,
for keeping us under the shade.
Keeping us under the shade.
Keeping us in the shadows.
Because the temperature's rising. It's hot outside.
It is hot. It's hot as piss outside.
It is. It is. So,
I've sweat more in this past week than I don't think I've ever have in my life.
You lost about 15 pounds.
Dude, I could have, and I did not replace it with water. I feel like I just lost everything this week. It was wild.
Super drained, huh?
Yeah, it was a long week, that's for sure.
But before we kick it off, one thing I wanted to say was happy birthday to my dad. Happy birthday, Pops.
Happy birthday, Pops, to Corey's dad, I don't know, but I want to at some point.
Yes. He said he's 41 and holding. Whatever the hell that means.
41 and holding.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find out one day.
Yeah, one day, one of these days, you'll find out what it's like to be 41.
So happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Corey's dad.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
So, are you kind of ready to kick it off, man? We're ready to kick this episode off.
I am, man.
Or you have anything?
I'm excited. We've got lots.
Yes.
I got lots of good things to talk about today.
Sweet.
I got some zesty hot scoops for you.
Ooh, some zesty sauce.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sweet. All right. So,
we'll kick it off with video games.
Video games.
Do you have?
Do you have anything?
No, I don't have any video game news, Corey. But you say that as if you already knew that.
Yes.
And you say it as if you have some really great news as far as video games is concerned that I don't know about.
That I do. So don't worry. I've got us covered on the video game.
You. Is your back hurting?
No. It's
for
good. Carrying
me through this section.
It'll be a breeze. So I've got a couple of things here. All right. So the first thing is, it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Okay.
There was a leaked listing on the PlayStation Store for. Are you a fan of, or do you know of, Far Cry?
I know of it.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not, because I've never played it.
Yeah, but you know of Far Cry, though.
I know of it.
Okay, so there was a leaked listing that got took down like immediately, obviously.
Really?
So for Far Cry 6.
How does that even happen? Do you think it's intentional?
I've always wondered that. Like, how did these listings, like, you hear about it on Amazon?
Yeah,
like you got like Best Buy, you know, the shit, PlayStation 5 price got leaked on Best Buy's website.
Of course it did.
So, and then took down immediately. But Far Cry 6 was leaked on the PlayStation Store. So, but what interests me and why I have this as one of my topics is because on the cover, they always show the main villain on the cover of all the Far Cry games. So
really? I had no idea. I just thought it was like the main character.
Yeah. So the villain is Ian Carlo. I don't know if you know him or not.
Ian Carlo or Juan Carlo?
Ian Carlo.
He plays,
get ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
Gustavo Fring in Breaking Bad.
Oh, no way. Yes. I love him.
Yes. And he was also in The Mandalorian as well.
Yes, he's so good. He was creepy in Breaking Bad.
Yes. So
he got his face blown off.
Yeah.
On his other head.
Yeah. So it got leaked and then took down immediately. But he is supposed to be the main villain in Far Cry 6, and he is on the cover, and he looks great.
Really?
Yes.
He looks like he's doing well.
He looks like he's doing
looks
well.
like he's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great as a villain.
I love when they use actors for video game characters.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, especially him, because I loved him in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, me too.
And he did a really good job in The Mandalorian as well.
Yeah.
So
and it also gives players a sort of emotional connection to the game versus it just being a game with random created people that no one knows.
Yep.
It helps you put like a face, like, oh, I know that guy from something else. He's a part of this too.
Yeah.
So now I'm inherently going to be attached to this and the other thing, and I think it's cool.
I think it's cool. It's really cool. So he's supposed to be the main villain on a tropical island.
Ooh.
Named...
I love tropical islands.
Me too. Tropical islands. On a tropical island of Yara.
Is he sipping Mai Tais and digging his feet in the sand?
That sounds like a good time. So I would be down for that.
Yeah.
But a tropical island of Yara.
Real quick, before we go any further with that, could you explain to me like the premise of a Far Cry game? What does it mean? What is it?
So you want me to give you like
give me like
the quick summary?
Give me like the 30-second shebang of what Far Cry is.
Okay, I'll tell you every single Far Cry game in like 30 seconds. Group of American teenagers try to do some dumb shit and end up on an island they're not supposed to.
What?
That's pretty much the synopsis.
How do you accidentally end up on an island?
Well, skydiving.
Oh, okay. Really? You skydiving? Because I can understand accidentally ending up in like the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, like
an island.
I think like Far Cry 3 was like where they were skydiving and they like accidentally ended up on like this vicious island full of like savages. So, but that sounds awesome. That's pretty much the synopsis for every Far Cry game.
Yeah,
Americans end up on somewhere that they're not supposed to be.
That sounds like the synopsis for most of our political things as well. Pretty much.
So obviously they stuck with that with Far Cry 6 because it says tropical island of Yara. Which Ian Carlo, who plays Gustavo Fring, he's supposed to be
like the island's vicious leader.
He's supposed to be like the supreme leader.
Oh yeah,
and apparently,
the warlord.
Yeah, and he's trying to bring like his village or like his island back to like the top.
Yeah,
or like royalty.
Oh, okay.
And so the
rise from the ashes.
Yes, pretty much. So like the synopsis was like
these meddling kids are getting in the way,
and they're getting in the way. They're skydiving where they're not supposed to be.
At the end of each Far Cry game, at the end, does he say does the antagonist always say the line? And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids and that dog.
In their own words.
And then at the end, the credits roll down and it goes, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Got some more games to make now.
So,
Sorry. Sorry. I had to.
So I'm pretty excited because I've played the Far Cry games and they're pretty good.
I should probably give it a play.
Yeah.
And like all video games, I will go to Corey's house and play it.
Yes, absolutely.
When at least one of the games that we talk about comes out.
Yes. But
have we talked about a game so far that is actually out?
The Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about The Last of Us Part 2. So, but yeah, I wanted to mention this real quick because I'm such a huge fan of, I believe I'm pronouncing his name right. I think it's Ian Carlo.
Yeah.
But he played Gustavo Fring in Breaking Bad, and I love Breaking Bad. And I loved him in The Mandalorian as well. Yeah. So I wanted to mention that. But
I thought his character was a little bit over the top in Mandalorian.
Was a little bit over the top, yeah.
But that's the kind of guy he is.
He is. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's going to be very... Every character he plays is going to be very like mysterious and evil.
And savage. At the same time. He was savage.
He does not have the face of a guy who's like... When they go to casting, they're like, oh... You're going to be the dad of the family. And the good guy.
But he would kill the entire family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy.
But,
Sorry, kids.
You're all dead. Kind of moving into something else. This is something that I don't know if you know of yet, but the game studio that developed and was behind Batman Arkham Origins, which is WB Games Montreal, they're working on a new, and it's super anonymous, it's mysterious as shit, Batman game.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently what the name is Batman Court of Owls.
Oh, yeah, the Court of Owls, yeah.
Yeah, Court of Owls.
Are you familiar with the Court of Owls?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
It's
a great storyline.
Yeah, a little bit. So, but they've been releasing cryptic symbols on their social media, and, like, they've only released, like, 2 or 3 symbols, and it's, like, this circle.
Yeah.
And so they're missing, like, 4 or 5 still. But they have a caption that some people have kind of, like, put together, and it says, "Capture the Bat."
Yeah.
So I wanted to mention that because
in the story he's one of the reasons they can't, the Court of Owls can't be ultimate.
Right. So I wanted to mention that because
sounds awesome.
Kendall is Batman as
Batman.
we mentioned from Monroe.
I am a Batman and I am the Batman.
He is the Batman and he is also a man. The man and a man.
Can I ask you a question about Batman games?
Sure. So,
one thing I was wondering is why, especially from a gamer's perspective like yours, and I'm sort of an outside the window looking in kind of gamer,
right?
Where I just don't really play a lot of games. But why do you think that the Batman games have worked so well, and also that they haven't done any other really? That none of the other really solo hero games have been successful. I mean, really none of the group hero games have really been that successful either, except for so Marvel. What's the one where you could play as like 1 million players? You have a team of 4.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Ultimate something. Anyway.
And just like how
Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, that one was good, but I just wonder why Batman is the only one that's been like a successful game franchise for a hero.
Right, that's a good question because they definitely didn't get that with Superman 64.
No,
we talked about that.
Yeah,
that was a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah, it was a steaming pile of shit.
But I think they pulled it off because for one, Rocksteady is a really, really good company. Yeah. They're a really good game studio. So I think they had a really, really good story.
Yeah, it was a good story.
It was a really good story.
But I mean, all these other characters have great stories that they could pull from.
I just don't think they're able to execute it quite as well as Batman.
Do you think it's also not as marketable as Batman?
Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just I don't know. They have a lot.
I mean, Marvel even tried it with Iron Man, and nobody played it.
Right. So, and with the Batman Arkham games, a lot of that was original material, too. And I think when you've got just like Rocksteady, I think when you have just a bunch of really, really, really good writers who can come up with an original story like that and just make it work. And for one, they did such a good job with the combat system. That's why I think it was just so successful with the gliding,
and also
and grappling
with
and everything.
The sort of X-ray like gadget vision. What was it, like a detective mode?
Yeah, detective mode.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's something else. That's another element that I think a lot of players really, really liked was being able to be a detective, be the detective.
Because I feel like for Superman or somebody like that, it would just be fly, shoot lasers, or throw something heavy.
Yes,
that kind of thing. Or what would the mechanic be for a Green Lantern game? Would that be cool? I think a Green Lantern game would be cool. But the mechanic would be like you could only make 4 things. Because the premise of Green Lantern is that he makes whatever he thinks about.
That would be cool. I don't think they should try that.
You think they would give you a helmet? You think they would give you a helmet to wear? Whatever you think about populates in the game in green.
So they'll utilize the HTC vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
They'll use that. So.
Yeah. Everybody's walking around hitting each other with dildos and stuff.
Okay.
The lanterns.
There they are. Okay. So Batman Court of Owls. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited. Because I like Batman Arkham Origins. I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think it was as good as Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum was ultimate for sure.
It was ultimate for sure. Or Arkham Knight, because I really liked Arkham Knight too.
Yeah.
But Arkham Origins was good. You got to see a little bit of like the backstory, a little bit on all of the villains and everything, like Killer Croc and the Joker and whatnot. So.
I always think games that are not free world maps.
You talking about like open world
map?
Yeah.
I always think games that have a direction that you can only go. I always like those better.
Yeah.
I don't want to decide I don't want to fly around for an hour looking for something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, I think it's cool.
I did. I did. In Arkham Asylum, I spent like 6 hours looking for all of those damn Riddler trophies and shit, but I found them. In
Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but, kind of want to transition into one last thing I have for video games, which is pretty cool. I think a lot.
Hit me with it.
I hit you with it.
Since I have been pulling an empty barrel of video games this week.
So, all of you listening or watching may be pretty excited for some of this. Kendall, you may be pretty excited for some of this too. Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
They have a digital conference which will be tomorrow at noon called Ubisoft Forward. And at this digital conference, they'll be revealing a little bit of gameplay and some images for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, yeah.
And the new Watch Dogs game.
Really?
Legion. So, yeah, I wanted to kind of mention that in case all of our listeners or viewers didn't know.
Something you may not know about me, and this is to you, Corey, as well.
Okay.
I actually received an email update about that.
Did you really?
Personally, because I have an Ubisoft account.
Ooh.
Because I am somewhat of an underground beast at Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a monster.
Oh, so you know about Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah, I'm good at Rainbow Six, man. I love it. It's not the PC, but the Xbox.
Yes.
So yeah, I know about some Ubisoft, but I did get the email update about the conference thing.
I think it's.
I didn't read it, but I got it.
I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. You said Watch Dogs and what else?
Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I'm down for some Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, so I'm interested in Valhalla because they're going back to like the Viking era. So we've never seen that before in Assassin's Creed. Yeah. So I'm pretty.
And I love Viking stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that shit.
Hey, what did you think about the Assassin's Creed movie? Did you not like it?
No, not really. No.
I thought it was great. And
Did you?
As soon as it came out, I went to see it in theaters, and everybody was like, "This is total shit, bro. This is bullshit right here. Oh my god, shit." And I was like, "Dude, that was awesome." But I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed, so it was cool.
Yeah.
But I think that was probably one of the movies where, like, if you didn't play the games, then you would probably enjoy it. And
that's kind of where I fell into the other half of the spectrum.
You played all the games.
I played all the games, so I was just kind of like,
And I like Michael Fassbender too.
Yeah.
So. I do. I think in the Assassin's Creed games, I think it's so cool when they like stick their hand or whatever in the glove thing, and it like cuts off a finger of theirs or something.
Oh yeah. You talking about the hidden blade? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. They have to like cut off a finger to be able to shoot the blade. Like, come on, guys! Like, could you not have thought something else out?
I don't have to lose a finger.
Yeah. Like, can we not figure something else out? I mean.
I need that finger for assassinating.
Yeah, I need it. Assassinating my boogers. At which I am very skilled.
Oh.
I'm a very skilled booger picker.
Are you as skilled as Siege?
At Siege?
Yeah.
As I am at picking my boogers?
Yes.
Well, I've never burst through the wall of my nose to catch the booger, but I am pretty good at Siege.
Sweet.
Did you like that game? Did you play that game?
I played a little bit of it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I loved that game. We played the heck out of that when I lived in Greenville.
Did you really?
Yeah, we played it all the time.
Pretty good game. So that's all I have for video games. Yep. Are you kind of ready to transition into TV shows?
Now here's where I got some stuff.
Good, because I got one thing and that's it for TV shows.
Really?
So carry us on TV shows.
I will hop in my back pocket and we will ride.
I don't know
what that means either. So let's start off with TV shows. How about Netflix's new show that dropped called Warrior Nun?
Ooh, I watched the trailer for that.
Did you? I thought you were going to say you watched the first episode.
No. I watched the trailer, but I haven't watched it yet.
Then I was going to be mad because I haven't watched it yet. So I thought maybe I had one up on you right there. So, Warrior Nun is a show about a nun who is a warrior. But it's like a young girl who dies and then wakes up.
Gets resurrected.
Yeah, she gets resurrected with like this golden ring thing in her back.
With like angel powers.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially. But I was getting some mad Constantine vibes.
Yeah, me too.
And
she's like trained by the church to fight and like kills demons and shit. It looks awesome.
It looks really good. So did it drop? When did it drop?
A couple days ago. I think 4 days, 3 or 4 days ago maybe.
Okay.
But I am worried about it because I'm going to watch it. But I'm worried about it because in the trailer there's a lot of like teenage drama and shit that I really don't care about at all. And I'm like, shit, is this going to be another like Umbrella Academy? Which is cool, but I just don't have time to sit through all of that shit. I want to see you fighting some demons.
And kicking some ass.
I want you to be a nun, kick some ass, and get them all saved. And, I don't want to see you and Chloe fight over Brendan or whoever it is. I don't know. I just don't want to see that shit. I can't stand it.
It's not a reality TV show.
That's why I hated that show that my girlfriend watched the heck out of it. I think maybe yours did too. The show about the treasure or whatever. They filmed it in South Carolina.
Show about the treasure.
What is the thing? The beach thing. The Outer Banks.
Oh, Outer Banks.
Yeah, okay. Did you watch that?
I didn't.
Good, don't. No, it's just it's a good show, good premise, but 90% of the show is them like fighting over each other's girlfriend, blah blah blah, and then 10% is this like awesome like national treasure hunt for the gold, and like people shooting with guns, and then back to Jimmy and Chloe or whoever the fuck it is. I don't know. They're fighting over boyfriends and girlfriends and text messaging, and it's just a bunch of bullshit.
It sounds like some bullshit.
It is, man. So I'm feeling like this Warrior Nun show might be the same kind of concept, but I hope not.
Might be, yeah.
I hope not. But it's got some promise to it. It looks pretty good.
Definitely watch the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer looks good.
Yeah, if all of you haven't watched the trailer for what is it called?
Warrior Nun.
There you go. And watch that because it does look like it will be a good show. So, and we probably need to watch it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to probably start the first episode tomorrow. If not later tonight.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Don't say that too loud. The Warrior Nun might come after you.
Might.
So what do you got? You got one thing you said?
I got one thing. So are you a fan of comedian Kevin Hart?
Yes, I love him.
I love Kevin Hart. So did you know that he has a new show coming out?
Is it called something... No, keep going. I know about something he has coming out. Keep going with it.
So you've heard of Quibi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah, so he has a new show called Die Hard.
Yes. Yeah, I watched the trailer for it.
Yeah,
it looks funny.
It looks really, really, really good. So
Quibi.
Yeah,
Quibi.
And apparently it drops July 20th. So it'll be 10 episodes. So
Are you a fan of the Quibi thing?
I've checked it out. I'm not really you know. Are you?
No, I'm not. I think it's a bust.
Oh, I thought you was gonna be like, yeah, man, I use that on the daily.
No, I don't do the Quibi very often. I don't want any streaming service that sounds like a British snack.
The British accent is back.
Just a Quibi.
Just a Quibi.
Just a Quibi.
So I was interested in the plot because and I love Kevin Hart. He is the man, and Kendall, he is also
a man.
He is also a man. So I love the plot. How he's playing like a fictionalized version of himself. He's trying not to be the comedic sidekick anymore. So, but and then
he always seems to get those parts.
Right. So and then a famous director hits him up and is like, hey, I'm gonna get you your what you really want.
You're finally gonna be the action hero.
You're gonna be the action hero, but in order to do that, you need to go to the World Training Center for Stars.
For action heroes.
for action heroes, and it's run by some crazy ass.
Isn't it John Travolta?
That's his crazy ass. Yeah.
That's funny.
John Travolta. So,
yeah. Be on the lookout for that. I think I don't know. I feel that I'm never going to get the chance to watch this because it's on Quibi. And if I'm not mistaken, Quibi is the service that offers video content as far as like TV shows and stuff is concerned in portrait mode.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of their shows and stuff are in portrait mode.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, so like maybe, and I feel like maybe their executive or something was
that's sacrilegious.
Sitting there one day and was like, well, we're going to be the first service to offer streaming in portrait mode
because that's what people want.
Yeah, and like, bro, like there's a reason people are not watching or asking for videos in portrait mode ever.
People don't even like when you record videos in portrait mode. They're like, stop it. That's illegal.
Yeah, turn your phone this way. But anyway, if you didn't know this, the what's the word? The amount of subscribers and users that Quibi has is drastically lower than the target they expected and hoped for.
Ooh, so they're falling short.
Yeah, but yet they hired and paid for all of these like really high quality movies and TV shows to be filmed with these stars. Like I know what's her name from Pitch Perfect has one about like a sex doll that comes alive or something. Have you seen that? Yeah. Dane DeHaan has one where he's a psycho in a taxi or something. But there's a bunch of really... The Hemsworth guy has one. But they've paid all these people this money to make these shows thinking that it was going to be like the next big thing. Yes. And then everybody's like, no, this format is not supported. But anyway, I don't get it. I don't like it.
I just don't get it at all. But I am interested in Die Hard, though.
2 thumbs down for me. I'm interested in the Die Hard thing, but I just don't see how I'm ever going to be able to watch it.
Yeah, because
there's no way I'm paying for that service.
I'm not paying for that either. I'm not paying for that.
So, I'm not condoning this, but if one of you users out there, one of you people out there listening to this, if you stream your content not legally, and you go online to whatever you use, and you search for this show or another show on Quibi, is it gonna pop up like a full black screen with like a tall video of like, do you know how much that would piss me off?
Like when you go to YouTube and watch random videos, and it's just big black border around the screen, and just where somebody recorded in portrait.
Exactly, like 400 by 600
pisses
pixels.
me off, man.
I don't know. That would piss me off.
It pisses me off. But make sure if you do that, hide your IP address. VPN. Hey, if you're out there VPN and you're watching the Outerverse Podcast.
Yeah, if you need a sponsor for us to plug your VPN program,
right.
Let us know.
Surf the web safely with a VPN.
Blank. That could be your company right there on my hand.
Good save, because I'm not going to promote you since we're not sponsored. So
bullshit. No, but Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard. So I like the trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
Just don't like the platform it's on.
I also don't like that they're offering trailers of shows in landscape. I feel it's very misleading.
It is very misleading. They're slapping you in the face, essentially.
And then once you pay for it, you have to turn your phone back around to watch it. It's fucked up.
They send you an email.
That's the ultimate gotcha.
They send you an email, be like, got him.
Yeah. Got him. We got you.
But it is funny. So TV shows, man, that's all I have for TV shows.
Okay, I got a couple things.
Okay.
Are you a fan or have you watched the show Lucifer?
I have watched a little bit of Lucifer. No! I am disappointing Kendall so bad.
You're crushing my dreams here. I freaking love Lucifer, not the actual Lucifer.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have heard really good things about Lucifer. You know, you don't. Yeah, don't love Satan. I don't love Satan,
but I love the TV show called Lucifer. Let me rephrase that. I love Lucifer. No, I don't. But the TV show Lucifer is excellent. It's such a good show, dude.
So I definitely need to watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a working list of shows for you to watch.
Okay,
and I'm waiting on my list of anime stuff I should watch.
I'm working on that too. It might go on forever. I got you, man. I got you.
But anyway, Lucifer, the show, the star, is rumored to maybe not be coming back for the 5th season.
Ooh.
So after the 3rd season, the show was basically canceled. And then Netflix saw how many people love the show, and they picked it back up.
Ooh,
so
great.
Netflix filmed and wrote season 4, and then now they're going to do a season 5 because they signed them for 2 seasons.
For 2 seasons,
but the main character, the guy that plays Lucifer, he is freaking phenomenal actor.
What's his name? Or am I
shit.
putting you on the spot here?
You put me in the old spot there, mate. I don't know his name. I can't remember it.
Okay.
But
he's a great actor.
He's an excellent actor.
Okay.
He hasn't been in a lot of stuff. This is one of his first major roles. But anyway, this show's got a huge following.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's got a huge fan base.
Yeah. But anyway, it's rumored that he might not be coming back because of some kind of contract negotiation flop or something.
Right.
We don't know if it's true yet or not, but I will forever be sad for the rest of my life if he doesn't come back for it, because the rumor is that he's going to be replaced by Ian Somerhalder. Do you know who that is?
I think so.
He plays like a vampire in one of those girl vampire shows, and he's kind of like that typical like attractive guy vampire.
Your soap opera guy.
Wears a leather jacket with no shirt underneath it, like that guy. Drives a motorcycle. He's got
the chiseled chin.
Yeah, his body is from waist up is just immaculate.
It's just made out of like marble.
I only say from the waist up because I haven't seen his body from the waist down. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't want to mislead you on the products here, but
I've heard great things about Lucifer.
So they may be replacing him with Ian Somerhalder, which will be very disheartening to me. So.
I understand what you mean, because if they do something like that, it's not the same anymore.
In a lot of shows, you can replace someone, but like. It's funny, but this is like the one show you cannot replace the main character,
right?
Because there's only one Lucifer. Like there's no, you can't be like, oh, this is Lucifer's cousin. Pow, you're dead. Oh, he's the new main character. Like it's just Lucifer. That's it. Right. But anyway, so I'll be really bummed out if they do that. But you should definitely check that show out, guys.
I will. Yeah.
Oh, he thought I was talking to him.
Gotcha. I have to check it out too.
Yeah, you do need to check it out.
I have to check it out too.
It is a phenomenal show, and if you're into piano, he plays piano a lot in the show.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good show. It's a good show. He's a musician, of course. He's Lucifer, the angel, the music, the choir leader, choir leader of heaven, or legend has it. But anyway, that's a show you should check out and be on the lookout for season 5, which is going to get started soon.
So they're getting ready to start production,
which is why they're having a chaos over whether he's coming back or not. So
I got you.
I think it's probably already been decided, but they're not sure. They haven't released it to the public yet.
Okay. Gotcha.
I hope they worked it out, but it is what it is.
Yep. Whatever their decision, hopefully it's the right one.
Yeah. When is that not the case?
It is always the case.
Whatever the decision, I hope it is the right one.
Well, Quibi, obviously.
Yeah, Quibi was not. That was not the right decision. Oh my god, that still burns my blood up. Some guy was like, "Dude, what if we made videos
in portrait?"
Turned them up so you could watch them on your phone whenever.
But if you try to watch in landscape, you get banned.
There's a reason that I sit down on the couch to watch something.
Yeah.
It's so that I don't have to watch it on the go. No one wants to watch things on the go, because then you can't be on the go.
Unless it's the Outerverse Podcast.
Unless it's the Outerverse Podcast, in which you can watch it any way you please.
You can watch it any way that
you
want
to. Via YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher.
Everything.
TuneIn, Alexa.
Podchaser.
Podcast
Addict. Everything.
I'm out of it. I'm out of sources.
Tune in. Yeah. So
tune in for it. It's good. It's always good. It's always good around here in the Outerverse.
Always. So was that all for TV shows?
One more thing.
Okay.
Me and Haley we have one more episode left in season 2 of Hannibal.
Ooh, buddy.
Which is my second time watching the show, and it is even better this time.
Really?
Even better. And I'm so into it. I'm headfirst into it. And it is the kind of show that will make you really think about some shit in your life.
It'll make you
you're watching a show about a guy who eats other people, and then at certain points in the show you feel very connected to him, and you start to root for him to eat people, and then you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
And then at points you're like, should I start eating people?
Exactly. And I'm watching the show, I'm looking at my cat like,
looking good.
Sesame. No, I'm kidding. But it's a freaking great show, man. You need to check it out.
A Hannibal shirt.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep sending you Snapchats of the show while I'm watching it until you watch it. The first episode.
We are going to watch it. One day. I promise you.
One day.
We are going to watch it. We will become informed.
So Hannibal, that's about all I got for TV shows.
Okay, so kind of ready to move into
last thing for TV shows. Sorry. Last thing for TV shows.
Okay.
Last thing.
All right, backing up.
Did you hear that Marvel sold, they had an auction and sold all of the props for all of their television series?
Really?
Like, the Netflix, all of their Netflix television series.
Okay.
The ones they canceled. They canceled them all?
Yeah.
Well, they had an auction and sold all the props and all the costumes and everything.
Really?
So nothing is ever going to happen with that stuff again. So those shows are all officially done for.
That stuff went to the Powerball winners.
Exactly. If you could have bought one costume from any of those shows, which one would have been?
That's a tough one. Again, putting me on the spot. Yeah. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. What about you?
It would have been between the Daredevil costume from season 2.
There you go. That would have been awesome.
Or I would have bought like that final Punisher costume that he had with a big jacket. That was a good show, man.
Yeah, with what was his name?
Jon Bernthal.
Jon Bernthal. Yeah, with big ears.
He was born to play that part, dude.
He was also born with big ears.
Yes, indeed. He also, he was born with some big.
Literally, that's how I remember that actor. He's a great actor, but that's how I remember him from his ears.
That guy with the big ears.
That guy with the big ears, yeah. So him, Jon Bernthal, yeah.
I bet he picks up the Sunday package with that thing. The NFL extras. He gets all the channels with those.
Does he get local ones, though?
Yeah, if he puts tinfoil on the tops. On the tops. Local, and foreign. He gets the little Chinese game show TV sales. You ever watch those? Those are so funny.
Yes.
No clue what's going on. What is going on right now? I don't even know.
I have no idea, but I think I'm ready to move into movies.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's slide right into movies.
Do it. You got some big movie scoops?
I have
some hot zesty scoops.
I have some zesty shit. Okay, I have some zesty shit.
Good. Hit me with it.
I don't think you know any of this zesty shit.
That's probably true.
Yeah. All right, so this does kind of relate into video games a little bit, so.
Okay.
That's why I kind of wanted to put it at the top. So, Bethesda Game Studios.
Yep.
Wait.
I know Bethesda Game Studios. What do they make?
They're famous for their renowned RPG Fallout.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So they've made other stuff as well, but Fallout is by far what they are most known for. So get this, because I am excited. I am so excited to see how this gets done. And actually, my bad, this isn't a movie. This is a TV show, so let's back up a second. This is a TV show.
Okay.
I'm really, really curious to see how they adapt this into a TV show.
Fallout?
Yes. Fallout is being adapted into an Amazon original TV show. So I'm really, really, really excited to see how they're going to do this. Because
is that the one with the kid that plays Spider-Man? What's the video game they're doing? Isn't that the same thing?
No. That's different.
Well, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. What's that game?
Yeah. I have no idea.
The guy with the 2 guns or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's way different though.
He's like a explorer or something.
Right.
I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, but it's being done, and I think you are familiar with this show as well. It's being done by Westworld Jonathan Nolan.
Yes, that sounds great already.
And Lisa Joy.
Okay.
So it's going to be done by them, and
Westworld's phenomenal.
Westworld is great. That's HBO, correct? Is that HBO? Okay, so
excuse me.
Westworld is awesome, and I love Jonathan Nolan. So him doing it along with Lisa Joy, I think it's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched a lot of like Amazon original shows. I don't know if you have or not.
I have.
So are they? Did they do a pretty good job?
Yeah, very good job.
Okay. Well, that gives me hope.
Watched Jack Ryan.
That's right.
Jack
with
Ryan.
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
right?
John Krasinski.
Okay.
And then The Boys.
Oh, that's right. They did The Boys. Okay. That's right.
They got some good. They got some good ones.
Yeah. So it being done by Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy from Westworld, I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to do a really good job. They actually released it's like an 11-second teaser that doesn't even show it doesn't show you shit, but
hits the name teaser.
But definitely check it out though. Watch the teaser because they actually did a pretty good job on the teaser. It looks just like the game. So really? I'm excited to see it. Again, that is a TV show. I know I said we was going into movies. That is a TV show.
Good.
So
it's all good, brother. We'll back it up.
So we'll back it up.
Back it up, park it.
But guess what? That's all I have on that. So now we're
gonna crank it up and then ride back forward into movies.
Back into movies. Okay, so we are into movies now. So
I've always been into movies.
I have too. Movies are awesome. I'm ready to go to the movies.
I know. We were just talking about that today. I want to go to the movies so bad.
Same, man. So, are you a fan of Disney by chance?
Yes, I am a fan of every piece of television and video content ever made.
Oh,
now Disney owns pretty much all of them.
So, I'm excited because I love the two original movies. Disney has confirmed. Mm-hmm. A Tron 3 is happening.
Ooh. Oh, I did see that.
Yes, a Tron 3 is happening. Joe Kosinski's... It's going to be a sequel to Joe Kosinski's Tron Legacy.
Okay.
So, you remember Tron Legacy?
Did you like that?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'd ever seen like that. I never even watched the original Tron.
The original one's good. The original one is really good, but Tron Legacy is really, really, really good. I've watched that movie probably 5-6 times. It's awesome, but it's going to be a direct sequel to Joe Kosinski's Tron Legacy. It's in the works, and they said that they have a phenomenal script ready. So that gives me hope.
It's phenomenal.
That is their words. They said they have a phenomenal script.
I can't wait for that. I love Tron.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch that bitch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, me too. We're going to watch that bitch.
We're going to watch that bitch. Not steam that bitch.
We also are going to steam that bitch at some point. It's still sitting folded up in our studio here.
At some point, we will steam that bitch.
Do we call this a studio?
I call it a studio.
This is our studio. Our homemade studio.
So, Tron 3.
Yep.
There's no dates on anything. All that they said it is confirmed, and that they have a phenomenal script ready. So I have hope, and I will definitely watch it.
Yes, I will watch it too. That would be something I'd like. I would only want to see in theaters.
Yes, same.
I do not want to watch that in my house.
Yes. So we'll go to the movies.
I remember seeing Tron Legacy in theaters.
What's that?
I remember seeing the Tron movie in theaters.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I bet
so. I think my dad took me there.
Really? I bet so, because that movie
never took me to the movies ever.
That's such a good movie, man. I love it.
Heck yeah.
You need to watch the original one though. Definitely watch the original one. Yeah. Really. Excuse me.
Is Jeff Bridges in the original one too?
He is.
Really?
He is. And I'm hoping that he's in this one.
Yeah, I hope he is too. That'll be cool.
At some
what happened to him at the end of it? Didn't he he disintegrate or die or something?
He absorbed all the power in that world.
Yeah.
And then pretty much just formatted the entire world.
He reformatted the card at the end. That's such a nerd joke.
It is. Welcome to the Outerverse Podcast.
Welcome to the Outerverse Podcast. He reformatted it so he could record an episode of the Outerverse Podcast.
Exactly. Which is what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do.
So, Tron 3 happening. Check it out. Movies, Kendall, do you have some high quality shit for us?
Dude, I've got do I? Ooh. I've got the scoops, my friend.
Oh, he has the scoops.
So, are you a fan of Shia LaBeouf?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf has a new movie coming out called The Tax Collector.
Oh man, and that looks really good.
Which one of his works do you like best?
Holes.
Really?
Yes.
Disney. So you like young Shia LaBeouf? I
like young Shia LaBeouf. I thought he the stuff that he did when he was young was really, really, really good. Now I liked him in Transformers. I thought he did a pretty good job in Transformers, but then he kind of started losing his shit a little bit.
Yeah, he did. That's when I started liking him, though. Yeah. That's when I started liking him. When he did the movie Fury with Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Did you know that during that movie, so his character was missing a tooth?
Really?
Yeah. He pulled his own tooth out to get in character for that movie.
Wow.
He's fucking psycho.
That is some dedication.
That is some dedication. That is method acting at its finest. He played like a Southern church guy. A Southern
so he was like,
Baptist Christian.
He was like, I need to pull this tooth out.
Yeah. Because I got to look like them rednecks. They ain't got no teeth down there.
But the tax collector.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched the trailer for that,
yeah, you need to check that out. It is really good.
It's like Shia LaBeouf looks like he's making a comeback with this movie.
Dude. He kind of gives off that sort of John Wick vibe in this movie.
He does. He's hardcore, man.
Yeah, he wears a suit and he I think the general premise is like all the gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
Have to pay like taxes to this guy.
And Shia LaBeouf is the tax collector.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
He rides around with like a gun and stuff and intimidates.
He's like, give me my money, bitch.
Because like normally in movies and stuff, you think the gangs are all like the big badasses.
Right.
And then they like cringe when he walks in. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're the devil, you're the devil," or whatever. I don't know.
Diablo.
They probably don't say that. They don't say, "Oh, the devil, the devil."
The Diablo.
But anyway, he looks like pretty badass in that. I'm interested and excited to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a really good movie. It looks like a really good movie. So it looks like a comeback for Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, we're hoping for it. We're chanting for Shia.
Shia. If for whatever reason, if you're listening to this,
Shia?
I think it's Shia.
Is it?
Yeah, Shia. If by whatever reason, if you're listening to this for whatever reason, just do it.
Just do it, man.
Just do it.
Rise from the ashes of your wild past.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
That's right. Get your tooth fixed and do some movies, man. Because you're doing it. You're doing good.
Yeah, man.
So if you guys
you get those veneers, man.
You get that gold crown. But anyway, yeah, keep an eye out for that. I think it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah,
The Tax Collector with Shia LaBeouf.
Definitely. Check it out.
What do you got? You got anything else?
I have one more thing. How many do you have? How many do you have left?
I've got 2.
You've got two things?
I got 2 things
Okay,
left.
So I'm going to hit you with my last one here.
Okay.
Hit all of you with this last one. Are you a fan of Chris Hemsworth?
Yes, I know where this is going.
You know where this is going? Okay, so
I'm stoked about this.
I'm excited.
Wait. I know where it's going, brother.
I know where it's going, brother. I know where it's going, brother. So he is about Chris Hemsworth. If all of you out there don't know, our listeners and viewers, Chris Hemsworth is about to get physical. He's about to get jacked. He is about to get ripped to play Hulk Hogan.
Ripped and golden tipped.
He is going to play Hulk Hogan in a new movie, which will be following Hogan's rise to the WWF.
Yes, and it is a biopic, so it'll be similar to Bohemian Rhapsody and stuff like that, but without the music.
Right.
Except for the one song. The Voodoo Child.
But Chris,
I freaking love that song.
Yeah, me too. That's awesome. Yeah,
Jimmy
Hendrix, rest in peace, man. But Chris Hemsworth, man, I'm excited to see how big he actually is.
And he said when they interviewed him, he said that he is getting bigger for this movie
than Thor.
Yeah, even bigger than Thor.
Yeah.
So this will be the biggest that he's ever gotten for a movie.
Right. So
I just can't freaking picture him.
I don't know if he can get as big as Hulk Hogan because at one point I think Hulk Hogan had like the biggest arms in the world.
Really?
Yeah, at one point in time. So back in his prime. So I don't know if he can get as big as Hulk Hogan in his prime, but Chris Hemsworth is a big dude.
Yeah.
That is a big boy.
So I was telling my girlfriend about this movie the other day, and she It's funny when you tell a girl about something and then you keep adding things to it to make them more interested.
Right.
I was like, hey, babe, do you know they're making a movie about Hulk Hogan? And she was like, huh, yeah, that's cool, yeah. And I was like, you know who's playing Hulk Hogan? She was like, huh? I said, Chris Hemsworth. She said, oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That sounds really cool. And then I was like, you know who's directing it? Do you know who's directing it?
I don't.
Really?
Who's directing it? Who's directing it?
Dude, it gets even better. Dude, I think who's directing it is even better than who's playing Hulk Hogan.
Oh, dude. Who is directing it?
The director of the critically acclaimed, award-winning movie, Joker.
What?
Todd Phillips. Phillips.
With Joaquin Phoenix?
Todd Phillips is directing it. Yeah.
What? He's directing it?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man. It's going to be a good one.
That's going to be good.
I can't wait for that shit, dude. That's going to be right. You know, whenever that comes out and we watch it, everybody, you guys out there, when you watch it, I'm sure you're going to start going back and watching a whole bunch of old wrestling movies and TV shows.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Was this one of the things that you had on your list?
Not at all.
Not at all. You just know about it.
I just know about it.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see, Kendall and I are on the same page.
Yeah, we are.
On the same page. So, if I don't think did you see anything about if they said they have anything ready as far as like script?
I think as far as script wise, Hulk Hogan wrote it with his life.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
But I think they've already had the meetings and, it's already been casted, so obviously they have a script, so he's already read the script, or working script anyway.
Yeah.
But
Chris Hemsworth still has to get his ass in the gym.
I want to say that he said production starts for it in I want to say he said November or October. Or
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, I think he's
got a lot of work to do.
They're gearing up for it.
Yeah, he has a lot of work.
But that's his next big major work, other than the sequel to his Netflix movie. What was it? The Army movie that they just released with him?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
They're making a second one.
Yeah.
Extraction.
That's
what it was.
There you go. So, I'm sure there is a lot more information regarding Chris Hemsworth work with the Hulk Hogan bio and everything like that.
If you know anything, guys, let us know.
Let us know. But you can research it yourself, and you can probably find a lot more stuff than we did. But
tweet us too if you know it.
Tweet us.
Hashtag out of the Outerverse.
At the Outerverse.
Or hashtag
PC.
Outerverse.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So so movies. You said you had a couple of things on your list.
Yeah, I got a couple
Kendall.
more things.
I want to hear that.
Do you?
I do.
How badly do you want it?
Very badly.
Oh gosh, that sounded a little naughty there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I've got some really, really big news.
Okay.
Something that makes my heart warm. Something that
Beautiful.
Gives me hope.
Beautiful.
For DC Comics. It gives me hope for the DC movie universe. The DC extended universe.
Sounds like
a
lot of hope.
It gives me a smile on my face when I think about the characters that I love.
So there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I always get this bullshit from everybody about how Marvel's better, they got a bunch of movies now. It's such bullshit. But this has really made my year or month, probably more like month. But
what you got, Kendall? What you got, man?
They are in talks right now with a certain man who played Batman at one point in his life.
Ooh.
About 30 years ago.
Ooh.
And his name is Michael Keaton.
Ooh.
And he is in talks to return as the Dark Knight in the new Flash movie.
That's awesome.
What do you think?
That's awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it.
Beside myself over this.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I cannot freaking wait. Did you like Michael Keaton's Batman?
Yes, absolutely.
So good.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Man. The only thing I didn't like about Michael Keaton's Batman was his suit was apparently bulletproof, but he just peeled his mask off at one point at the end.
So somebody shot him in the head.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how the rubber suit making works. But anyway.
Michael Keaton
is in talks to return as Batman. And I don't know if it's going to be... If we're going to see him in the suit. I hope so. I don't know. I
hope so too.
But so the basic premise is that Flash, they're doing the Flashpoint paradox, but Flash is going to basically cross over timelines. Mm-hmm. And this in turn gives DC Comics the opening they need into a multiverse, basically. Right. So they can now, they could only connect movies that they're making from Man of Steel forward.
Right.
But now they can connect anything. Like the Into the Spider-Verse kind of deal.
Yeah.
Now it opens the door up, so fuck Marvel. And instead of tying all our movies that we make together, we can tie all the movies together, period, and not even have to have them related to one another.
Yeah, and then shut all the Marvel fanboys down.
You could, in theory, have multiple Batman in the same movie.
Right.
Not necessarily interacting together, but...
Yeah.
You could visit all of these universes that were created over time, and
that's
I think
awesome.
it's just freaking
awesome.
Genius.
Yeah,
and I hope that Geoff Johns had something to do with this, and God, dude, it's gonna be awesome with Ezra Miller's Flash, and I think they are on board now. I think Ezra is good.
Mm-hmm.
They developed some context around his little incident with the fan choking him or whatever.
Right.
But anyway. I just think it's freaking great, dude. Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. Not only do I think it's great, it is very rare in our country or in our media sphere to be asked to play Batman.
Right. That's a rarity.
It's a unbelievable that you're being asked to play Batman twice in your lifetime.
Right.
What?
Right.
So whenever Michael Keaton made the Batman and Batman Returns in the 80s and in 89 and I think 91.
I think 91 or 92. Yep.
Anyway, when he made those two, they asked him. They said, "Here, we'll pay you a massive load of money to come back and do a third one." And he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I think I'm done with that." So not only did he became Batman, he was asked to play Batman.
Right.
Then he turned down being Batman. Then 30 years later, he gets asked again to come back as Batman, and he's like, sure, I'll do it. But I really do, Corey. I think that with this timeline thing, I don't think they're telling anybody this, and this is a prediction. There's nothing I've read that points towards this.
Right.
But I really do think that they are setting this up to go towards a Batman Beyond future.
I think that would be awesome. I think so. It would be cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely be down for that.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, it's just going to be great.
It
to
is.
See his old bat suit with the big yellow freaking circle bat symbol.
Yes.
And shit.
That would be awesome.
Even if he's like, and they're saying that he's going to be sort of like a Nick Fury kind of deal.
Ooh, okay.
So he's going to be more of like a mentor,
right,
kind of thing to Flash and other heroes, that kind of deal. So
right.
I don't know what all that entails, but I really get the Batman Beyond vibes coming from this. Like it is a future setup for that.
I'm sure they have a lot in the works.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. All of you out there
Batman, Michael
should be
Keaton.
excited.
Michael Keaton, if you're a fan of him, then you're going to love this.
Absolutely.
Also, Marvel, kiss my bat ass.
Oh, you said bat ass. Okay.
Kiss my bat ass, Marvel. We're coming back, and we're going to smack you in the mouth.
Absolutely.
With our cameras at Warner Brothers.
But I think that's about it.
Yeah, you think so? I got one last thing.
Oh, do you really? Okay, hit us with it.
Same Batman related.
Ooh.
The Batman has officially announced that they are going to resume production this month. So
that's awesome.
With the COVID-19 stuff going on.
Yeah.
They're going to resume production, and some people on set have said...
It's not stopping them.
Yeah, some people on set have said that they are blown away at how different this movie is from all of the other portrayals of Batman that we've seen and the portrayals of Batman villains. I just think it's I don't know what it means, but it's saying that it's such a different vibe.
Right.
It gives off very like Long Halloween vibes, very much detective work on Batman's side of things.
And we talked about that before, and that's something that I'm really excited.
And it's going to be a fresh take too.
Yeah.
And I hope that maybe in the future they can use this multiverse kind of stuff to not connect, but maybe to give a glance or a nod at like, Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Right.
Or, what's his name's Joker. stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's his name? Joker.
You talking about the new Joker movie?
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, his Joker. That would be super cool.
It would be, for sure.
Yeah, but that's about all I've got, dude. Are we done with our hot scoops?
I think we're done with all of our hot scoops.
Did we get all of our scoops out?
We dropped all the scoops on the floor.
Did we leave any in the tub?
We laid them shits on the table.
We laid them on the table. We did lay our cards all out for them.
We did. We did. So,
are you do some?
We got some shout outs.
We got to do some shout outs.
Shout outs.
Shout out time. Shout out time.
You want to kick it off? Kick it off with the shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend Haley because I said something last week on the episode that infuriated her, and she was not happy about it.
Ooh.
And so I have to come back in the shout out section here and correct myself. Last week I said my girlfriend doesn't care about sports. But what I meant to say was she actually does care about sports. I don't know why I said that. I think maybe I just thought for some reason I was thinking about basketball and she doesn't really care that much for basketball, but she does love sports and she played sports, blah, 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 a bunch and stuff. But anyway, but when I said she doesn't care about sports, I think what I meant to say was that she doesn't care about rooting for anyone who wins at sports because the teams that she likes are terrible, and she's a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I am sorry. But anyway, okay. I just wanted to shout that out and correct myself from last week before that I get my brownie points back.
Absolutely, got to get the brownie points
back.
back.
Shout out to you, Haley. I love you.
Yeah, have to get the brownie points back.
Got to.
So I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend.
Yep.
Brittany, thank you for the support. Thank you for good old Brittany. Thank you for the support, and I want to give a shout out to my mom and pops too. So,
shout out to mom and pops on Pops' birthday.
On Pops' birthday.
Yeah,
so shout out to Brittany. I love you. My mom, my pops. I love you guys. Thank you for the support.
Yes.
And a podcast that I'd like to shout out as well is once again, Murmur Murders.
Okay.
Because he's been super supportive of our podcast, and he's sent us. He's been talking to us, and he wants to get us on eventually, and kind of like give us a shout out.
We would love it.
So it's awesome. So thank you, Murmur Murders.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, man.
Thanks. We would love to collab with you at some point in the future. It would be awesome.
We would love to collaborate and listen.
Yeah, we would like to collab and listen. Yeah. So you have any more shout outs?
Yeah, I would like to give a shout out to my cat,
Bats.
Because today might be his last day living here alone with me and Haley. And anyway, I think we might be getting a new cat tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bats for making it this long. But it is a girl cat, and they are the same age, so you never know what might come up.
Ooh, Bats. It was worth the wait.
That was worth the wait, bro. You saved yourself, bro. You rock. Two paws up.
Two paws up, Bats. Absolutely. So
I think that's all the shout outs I've got.
I got one more.
Oh, you do?
I got one more.
All right.
Grief Burrito.
Ooh, yes, Grief Burrito. I listened to an episode of you guys' podcast.
Great awesome. Podcast. You guys have an awesome podcast.
Yeah,
They also said that they would love to collab with us at some point in the future.
Let's do that.
So that's awesome. Also, thank you so much for the rating on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. We really appreciate that. It means everything. So thank you. But that's all the shout outs I have. Are we about ready to wrap this episode up?
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this thing up like a big burrito.
Like I see what you did there.
Yeah, like a big burrito with no grief.
With no grief.
No grief in this burrito. That's really weird. I don't like that. Let me take that. Let me rewind that. Let me slowly back that thing back up and not ever say that again. Thank you guys once again for listening to us. We are the Outerverse Podcast.
Yes, you can social media
everywhere, everything and everywhere.
Everywhere. We're on all platforms. We're taking over the world at this point.
What are we gonna do tonight, Pinky?
So, if you wanna email us or send us anything, it's Outerverse biz with a Z at gmail.com.
We would love to hear from you.
Lay that shit on the table.
Let us know if you think if you got any ideas for the podcast, how we can make it better, whatnot, anything.
Yes, absolutely. So, in our Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter. You can tweet us. You can hashtag. You
can tweet us Maximus.
You can tweet us Maximus.
If you want to tweet us, though, you can tweet us and use hashtag the Outerverse or the Outerverse, whichever, whatever. We'll find it.
If you want to follow us, it's at the Outerverse PC. I promise.
What was that last part?
You can follow us on Twitter at the Outerverse PC.
Yeah.
And we're also on Instagram. So all you Instagrammers.
We're also on Corey's Instagram.
Also on my Instagram. Just shows
I had to throw that one in there. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, it just shows how stoked I am about this podcast.
Yeah, it does.
But you can follow us on Instagram, and it's at the Outerverse Podcast.
I'll explain that next week.
Absolutely. Please do.
But this has been fun, guys. We love you. It has
been fun. Also, one more thing before we go. For all of our people, so for all of our people watching this on YouTube, you see this shirt right here. That's right. So these are test prints.
And if you're listening to the podcast, close your eyes and imagine what it is.
Just imagine it. Yeah. But these shirts are test prints. They have our logo on there. They're test prints. We're just trying to test the waters and kind of see how our logo looks on merchandise. So eventually we plan sometime down the road to have a merchandise store.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and we're also having some artwork created by a fellow artist of mine.
Kendall's homie.
Yeah, when I say fellow artist, I don't mean that I'm an artist. But we have a friend of mine that I grew up with. He's a talented artist, and he's going to draw some things for us and make some logos and stuff. It's going to be cool.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
His name's Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, man.
Shout out to you, Tyler.
Shout out, man. But
Twile Tedders.
That's right. But the shirts, let us know. You can send us. You can DM us. You can slide in the DMs. You can you can send us an email. Let us know if any of you would be interested in owning one of these T-shirts in the future.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to.
We'll figure that out as we move down the line. So. But I think that's going to be about it.
We're only going to sell the shirts though after our second Golden Globe.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. And after we're nominated for a Grammy. Oscars. Yeah, so we got to get that Grammy. That Grammy.
For our award-winning musical performance.
Everybody loves the beatbox.
And the Dove Awards, too.
Yeah, we're gonna, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Dove.
MTV Music Awards.
Absolutely. This has been a fun episode, man. Yeah, this has been a fun one. So,
I feel like it hasn't been that long, but it actually has been quite a while.
It has been quite a while. It's just flown by. Yeah. It's crazy. Are we ready to wrap it up?
Are we? Let's take some wrapping paper and box this bad boy burrito up real soft and real slow, and let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in and listening. This is episode 5. It's crazy. We've been doing this for a month.
Yeah, man.
And thank you guys.
We're just getting started.
We're just getting started. We're aiming for 2,000 episodes.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. We're going to be recording this podcast when we're 73 years old.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then we just have to think it at that point, and then it automatically uploads.
It just does it. Maybe we'll have that technology by then.
Yeah. But anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And hit us up on Twitter. And yes, I just booted. And God, that thing rumbled the whole room, dude. Jesus.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
We love you.
Love you.
And we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.